EPK Capital presents Deep Dive on InfoEdge, India. Hey there, future millionaires and market enthusiasts. Ever wondered if you could find your perfect match, not just in life, but in the stock market? Today, we're diving deep into a company that's been playing Cupid for careers and relationships in India for decades. InfoEdge, India, Lekkaharad. Hello everyone. Welcome to EPK Capital's Deep Dive video. I am your host, Rutvik. In this series, we analyze one company each day based on the security analysis by Benjamin Graham. Today, we are going to talk about InfoEdge, India. So, who is InfoEdge? Think of them as the digital architects of Indian dreams. They own some of India's most iconic internet platforms. We're talking Naukri.com, India's leading job portal, where careers are born. Then there's 99acres.com for your property needs, Jeevansathi.com for finding your life partner, and Shiksha.com for educational aspirations. This isn't just a company, it's a digital ecosystem. It was founded by the visionary Sanjeev Bikhchandani way back in 1995. He's the man who saw the internet's potential for classifieds even before most of us had email. And the promoter group? It's largely controlled by the founders and management, with Sanjeev Bikhchandani himself being a prominent figure. This gives a sense of continuity and strong leadership, which is always a good sign. 10-year financial analysis. All right, enough with the history lesson. Let's talk numbers. We've crunched the data up to October 2025, and here's what we found. InfoEdge has shown a compound annual growth rate, CAGR, of approximately 18% over the last decade. That's like a consistent raise every year, folks. In FY25, their reported revenue stood at around 2,800 crores. This consistent growth shows their platforms are sticky and expanding. Now, profits are a bit more interesting with internet companies. While their core classifieds business is quite profitable, InfoEdge is also a major investor in the Indian startup ecosystem. They've invested in companies like Zomato and Policybazaar. These investments can cause fluctuations in reported profits due to mark-to-market accounting. However, their standalone operational profits have been robust. Their operating profit margin typically hovers around 30–35%, which is excellent for a tech-driven business. In FY25, their net profit, adjusted for exceptional items from investments, was around R650 crores. This is where InfoEdge truly shines. The company has historically been debt-free or maintained extremely low debt levels. In a world where companies are drowning in debt, InfoEdge's balance sheet is as clean as a whistle. This financial prudence gives them immense flexibility for future growth and acquisitions. Strong operating cash flows are crucial, and InfoEdge consistently delivers. This allows them to fund their investments and growth initiatives without relying on external borrowing. In FY25, their operating cash flow was approximately R800 crores. Stock chart, technical analysis. Time to put on our technical analysis hats and look at the battlefield, the stock chart. We're talking long-term here, so grab your magnifying glasses. Looking at the chart up to October 2025, InfoEdge has been a phenomenal wealth creator. It's shown a clear upward trend over the past decade, demonstrating consistent investor confidence. We've seen major support levels around Rs 3,800, R 4,000. Historically, whenever the stock has touched these levels, it has bounced back strongly. On the flip side, we're seeing resistance building up around Rs 6,000, Rs 6,200. Breaking past this will be key for the next leg up. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, a momentum indicator, currently sits around 5560, which suggests the stock is in a neutral to slightly bullish zone, not overbought, not oversold. This implies there might be some room for movement without immediate correction, but always keep an eye on market sentiment. Benjamin Graham Valuation. Now, for the value investors among us, let's channel our inner Benjamin Graham. The father of value investing had a pretty neat formula. For a growth stock, a simplified Graham formula often looks at EPS and growth rate. Given InfoEdge's adjusted EPS for FY25 around Rs 50 per share, and a reasonable projected growth rate for its core businesses of say 15–20%, excluding investment mark-to-market volatility, we can do a rough estimation. Using a conservative multiplier, let's say 2 times the growth rate, and factoring in current interest rates, a fair value according to a simplified Graham approach might place the stock in the range of $4,500 or $5,000. With the current market price in October 2025 hovering around $5,800 or $6,000, it suggests that based on strict value investing principles, the stock might appear slightly overvalued at current levels. However, remember, growth stocks often trade at a premium, and InfoEdge has significant startup investments that add a venture capital element to its valuation. Pros versus cons. Bull vs. bear case. So, what's the bull case and what's the bear case for InfoEdge? Let's break it down. InfoEdge holds stakes in successful startups like Zomato and Policybazaar. As these companies grow, they can unlock significant value for InfoEdge shareholders. Naukri.com, 99acres.com, Jeevansathi.com, these are market leaders in their segments. They enjoy strong network effects, making it hard for new entrants. Their digital platforms have low operational costs once established, leading to high profit margins. Almost debt-free, giving them financial firepower for strategic acquisitions or to weather economic downturns. As discussed, strict value metrics might find it a bit pricey, especially after strong past performance. While dominant, competition is always lurking. New platforms or global players could pose a threat. The value of their unlisted investments can be volatile, impacting reported profits and investor sentiment. A slowdown in the Indian economy could impact job creation, real estate, and consumer spending, affecting their core businesses. Conclusion. All right, folks, that was a deep dive into InfoEdge India. We've looked at their phenomenal journey, strong financials, a stock chart that tells a tale of consistent growth, and even a peek through Benjamin Graham's glasses. InfoEdge is a fascinating company with a strong foundation in India's digital classifieds. Its dominant market positions and venture capital style investments offer both stability and exciting growth potential. However, its current valuation demands careful consideration, and the performance of its investee companies will be key to future returns. Ultimately, whether InfoEdge is the right Naukri for your portfolio depends on your personal investment goals, risk appetite, and time horizon. Do your own research, consult with a financial advisor, and make informed decisions. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Investing in stocks involves risks, and you could lose money. Always consult a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and let us know in the comments which stock you want us to analyze next. See you in the next one.